where you're going to be held within the geography and the zip code of your own city at that time. At the headship of all this AI that's being put right in your faces. How people are now fighting over these AI data centers, which are ultimately being operated by a lot of water. And unfortunately, I think the Midwest is going to be, this is why it's being fought so much amongst the Midwest right now, because what bodies of water do we have next to us? The four lakes. So a lot of these data centers are going to be centered around the four lakes. Who's going to suffer a lot of this stuff the most? The people in the middle, not the Middle East, but the Midwest. So these things are coming to pass very quickly.
And he's pretty much going to get it. He's going to get it, though. If he seeks to get those data centers, he's probably going to get it.
Yeah, and we know that he's going to do it. And then is it any surprise that a lot of Democrats are fighting for these data centers anyways? A lot of these Democrats are just fighting. They want the data centers to be there, but they're just saying, can you offer these people a little bit of time before you put them there, like to know how loud it's going to be, the decibel usage, and how much water is going to be utilized, or the waste that's going to come after it. We just want those three things, and then you can still put them there. They're not fighting against not putting them there. They're just saying, can you give people the time to evaluate whether or not they want to still live in this zip code where all this noise is probably going to be happening, the contamination of water, just a bunch of things. So these Democrats are fighting for these things to happen here. That's why I be like, that's why it says that they shall see eye to eye. The Democrats and Republicans see eye to eye on a lot of things, especially when it comes to making sure the people are in alignment with one another. Of course, they're going to have different political views, but they're also going to be instantiating a lot of the beast's agenda anyways. You can't tell me that a data center with AI is going to be a good thing for the people. What, for national surveillance? Come on, man.
A little more.
Yeah.
Verse 23, when he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Right, and then a lot of that's going to come from the cataclysm that America is ultimately going to put on these other nations, taking your natural goods. Right, they already stripped America of a lot of its natural goods and a lot of the natural oil that's processed here. They took Venezuela's oil. They made the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America now. Right, they're cascading the world to rip away its national goods or natural goods, because those are natural occurring things from the land. That's how you gain riches. That's how you gain the upper hand, through two things: natural resources and through the workmanship of other people. You don't just come up out of nowhere just having a damn dollar. The dollar is called a debt collection note. The dollar has no usage or power behind it unless somebody is putting the power in that fictitious currency. Right. And one of those things that put the power in the dollar first was gold, was a natural resource. Now it's the slaves of people. Labor, a debt collection note. And so now they're trying to do it towards another natural current resource, the petrodollar. Come on, man. And ain't no church talking about this. Ain't no church talking about this and preparing its people. This is why it says, woe to the idle shepherd, woe to the pastors that scatter the flock. Y'all ain't in there teaching nobody nothing. Y'all just celebrated Mother's Day and a damn Father's Day up in there, man.
Got one more?
Well, yeah, bring it up.
Verse 24, he shall flee from the iron whipping, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and coming out of the belly, yea, the glittering sword coming out of his gall. Terrors are upon him.
Good, man.
You too, man.
Hey, you look
You
good,
too.
man.
See my little one right there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know him from school.
Easy, bro.
Yup, you too, bro.
Yup.
Come on, break. Oh, you keep going. You break it down.
We can go out and break it down. Let me see. I'm reading it again.
Yeah, bring it out.
Verse 24, he shall flee from the iron whipping, and the bow shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of the belly, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. So the very things that, many of these things that they're coming, trying to bring upon the world, are things that are going to be used to destroy them.
Right, right. Ultimately, nuclear destruction.
And what
Because as we were reading in Jeremiah 51, it says that prepare the bows of the Medes, because they're basically about to cascade Babylon into a place where the Arabians should not pitch tent. Like, you can't tell, like, no scholar is going to be able to say that Jeremiah 51, Isaiah 13 has happened in that day, because Arabians still pitch tent in the land of Babylon today. It says that it should be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. How did God overthrow Sodom and Gomorrah? It happened through a miraculous event that happened, not through the cataclysm of another nation coming into it. It says he's going to miraculously overthrow it. And what miraculous power is the Most High going to use to overthrow the new Babylon? And his power is nuclear fire, nuclear destruction.
God,
Because it says Arabians can't pitch tent there, where doleful creatures are going to make their habitation there, meaning that it's going to be a desolate land. The land over there in Babylon is not desolate. There's people still there. You have the damn Ishtar Gate over there. People still doing vacations over there and everything, man. It says that you're not going to be able to pass through her no more.
it says the bow of steel is shall strike him through, man. But we know that the real bow of the Lord, that ultimate bow, is the one that he is Israel and Judah, man. That's what he said he was going to. He's going to fill his bow or whatnot.
Oh yeah,
Scripture?
people agrees here.
Yeah.
And I can see at the onslaught of our salvation, you know, some brothers might receive certain powers before we take it up out of here, before that calamity does happen. You know, you might have to save a few people because they are the elect. You know, the angel might give you your power because you were of the, you know, people that were supposed to make it. And then it's also evidence too, because if you're an unbeliever here in America, you're not making it out. So if you're not of the elect in America, you're done for, pretty much.
Oh yeah.
And it's sad because
How you make it out of
your
here?
kids are not gonna make it. Your babies are not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it because you're the head of these households. You're the man of the family, right? This is why the Lord ordains the men to set your house in order. This is why the Lord is putting so much press on the man to set his house in order, to get your house right.
That's right.
Gird your loins, because you're going to be responsible for your family. Now your wives and stuff do have to work out their own salvation, but you're the headship of these families.
Yeah, there is that chance. Because you know you can be sanctified by your wife.
Because if you got a wicked ass husband and you want to be a damn Muslim or something like that, and you want to keep the commandments of the Lord, I'm pretty sure the Lord won't forsake you. You know, don't destroy your damn husbands. You know, that's why he says, throw hand, join a hand, the wicked shall be punished. So he's wicked as hell, he's going to be punished. Even though you're joined hand with him in, you know, a marriage, hey man, the Lord going to put him to death if he don't get his act right.
The Lord can ultimately require somebody's life.
Yeah.
Verse 26. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. Which is kind of what we just spoke about. The heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall not flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from God, and the heritage appointed unto him by God. Amen. So that's what you got coming, America. That's what the white man has coming in these last days, man. That's the portion.
And the nations that join themselves.
That's right.
You know, it says he heaps of himself. All nations, you know, you got Moab up there, you got Edomites up there. You can look at it through the amount of immigration that's happening from Moab, like through the shipment containers. How they're saying, you know, you got Chinatowns now. You think the Chinatowns just got there because, you know, people migrated over here? No, the Moabites got higher places in our government, putting their people in certain places so they can be able to gain something in the economics. Like, these people all got their hands in this place. That's why it says they drunken of the wine of her fornication, of her delicacies, waxing themselves rich, as it says. The nations are waxing themselves rich, man, over here.
That's why you see them all showing up here, man.
Yeah.
From all the colleges. What do you see? You see the East Indian, all types of Asians, or what I say, Moabites, Ammonites. Plenty of them,
Yeah. Even when you talk to some of these East Indians, they be like, well, the poor of our country can't come over here. Only the Only the rich can. We talk to hella East Indians. We say, well, you know, are you a part of the upper caste? They don't even sometimes like saying they come from the upper caste because they know that the deprivation of goods that are passed down to those people. They don't even like saying that they're from the higher class. You know, because they find it shame.
Yeah, because they from a shameful people.
Yeah. Shameful people, places of government.
Yeah, Esau, he don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Most of them, at least.
Most of them, you know, most of them not. You know, especially if only a remnant of Israel is going to make it, the nations that join themselves on is going to be very few and few. So, and I don't know why brothers are really tripping over the fact that, you know, nations can receive some sort of saving themselves from the lake of fire or saving themselves from destruction, when not even that many are going to make it. Not many of us are going to make it. So, you like brothers is tripping. I'm like, y'all do know only like when we're in the land, only a third is gonna make it, and then all Israelites in America, if you don't make it, you're dead. So I don't know why brothers is really tripping over that. They think every Israelite just keeping it gonna make it. No, that's not how the Most High get down. You're gonna kill a lot of us. A lot of us is just not gonna make it out of this thing. A lot of us, and then you talking about wickedness. You gotta think of the people that's doing the right thing. A lot of them gonna be martyrs. So you got the martyrs that gotta die. You got the wicked of our people that gotta die. Some of us gonna have to suffer a certain fate. So come on, man. Just is what it is. Like the Bible say. Like you telling me when the Hamashiach said, many are called, but few are chosen. That's a real thing. The net is going out. The kingdom, he said, I liken the kingdom of heaven onto a net. He's casting that net. He's going to pull in every kind of fish. And he's going to divvy them fishes out. He's going to separate sheep from the goats. He's going to separate his elect. That's how he said the kingdom of heaven is. And ain't that many going to make it up out of this thing. So brothers want to be just hung up on just goofiness. Provoke people onto righteousness. Provoke man onto good works, as Paul said. Don't tell him just, say a damn Elam might walk up, how do I put myself onto God? Well, love God, keep his commandments, and love the only begotten Son.
It's that simple.
That's what you tell them. That's what Christ told you to tell them. He says, repent for the kingdom of heaven is at hand, go out into the nations and making them disciples out of all people, making you a disciplinarian onto himself. As we know that the Spirit of God is likened unto the spirit of discipline, as it says in the book of Wisdom and Solomon. The spirit of discipline. That's what we gotta do.
Hey, someone's chasing me. I need to like run like 3 miles. That is scary.
Hey, the word is going out, man. You know, hey, people are just having their last little fun, and then also, you know, it's Most High's doing. A lot of times, you know, live your life, live in your flesh. When that time comes, you ain't gonna be able to live in your flesh in that day. You know, you might have 1 or 2 lives. You either gonna make it through, or you've been put in hardcore bondage.
That's it.
Yeah. Get it together, man. Especially when we come out here and preach to our own people. Especially when our own people are celebrating this holiday. Like you're supposed to be the light of the nation, bro. People are supposed to be looking up to you, not because you and damn wickedness. They're supposed to be looking up to you, grabbing the skirt of you. Crazy. Straight madness with some of our people.
Get mad. Ain't it? Big man. Somebody spray a little salt in your name.
Yeah, especially with the nations. We already know that they're not the covenantal people. They are already wicked as hell. So even them, you gotta.
I don't
Partially
see,
too.
I ain't seen none of them was blessing the children of Israel.
Yeah, no,
Not the real ones.
no.
Especially not the one, if you really want to get down to blessing the prophets, that you might receive a prophet's
Prophet's
reward.
reward, yeah.
I don't see that.
I was gonna bring that out today. Yeah, blessed prophets receive a prophet's reward. Yeah. Now only the Most High knows how you gonna do that and
Yeah.
what that looks like.
Yeah.
Like, we ain't telling you what it look like, but only you know in your power what that looks like to bless the prophets.
I was considering that last week, man. I was like, I started thinking about this. I was like, what can they really give us that they don't already like, what's not already old? It took a minute. I finally came up with an answer. But I don't know if that's it.
That's why I say, even with that, you know, Most High knows what that looks like for you, you know, in your power and what you have to give. Most High knows. Bro, whip that show.
Bro, you know.
Most High does know.
Avrei tutto New York
So it's just kind of. I was gonna bring that out too, you know, like so that you may be blessed. Yeah, it's talking about the natural branches. This is why the branches that are grafted, that are being grafted in, they can't boast themselves against the natural branch, because you have to bless the children of Abraham, because they're the partakers of the root. They are the root. They are the patriarchs, or the patriarchs are their forefathers. Right.
Sit at the high table. So much so that they throwing out, you know, Jake. They don't even let Jake have those positions. Where's your Negro code? I want to see that. Where's that at? Not really. I really don't care. That ain't never happened.
Or where's the instantiation of yeah, like where is the instantiation of a natural Jew being the headship of the church? Like, it doesn't say that Gentiles are the headship over the church. Or you're not supposed to be usurping authority over a Jew at that time. Now, let's say you did have like a heathen congregation and you were teaching the law, statutes, and commandments. When a Jew walks around, you're not higher than that Jew anymore.
Right?
Yes, the Israelite is higher than you, because he is the part, the root. It says you don't bear the root bears you. Because of us, because salvation is coming through us, the natural branch